Hi and welcome to winemastery.co.uk. My name is John Whiteford and this is
John Murphy.
And we're here to tell you about wine, hopefully help you find the wine, if not the wines, that you will absolutely adore.
Go with that, yeah, why not?
Why not? Hit the intro! So, we are tasting another Rioja. Now in this tasting, although they're different episodes and we're linked to them, we've tasted a few Riojas that we've been really disappointed with. And so now we're going to go to the Rioja that is the #1 selling Rioja in the UK. It is a Gran Reserva. It's 2014, so it's had lots of time to settle in the bottle.
Lots of time.
This is being recorded in 2022, so my arithmetic makes that 8 years.
You're not wrong.
Hey. So hopefully we're going to see a big difference, and we're going to really enjoy this Rioja, having had 3 disappointments recently.
Yes, yeah, which I mean, it's an ultra disappointment for me because Rioja's my favourite, and I was really looking forward to them, and then not good. So fingers crossed, we might have a little bit of good news with this one.
Yeah, let's hope so. Shall we have a look at the colour?
Let's have a look at the colour.
Okay, so just leaning that forward and looking over a white piece of paper. I'll just put that up to the camera so you can...
Definitely, again, we're going with that really deep, rich burgundy, almost virgin on the brown, but it looks a lot denser than some of the other Riojas we've tried.
Yes, it does. Some of the recent ones we've tried, it's certainly got a lot more going on.
Yes.
And that's nice brown. It looks old, doesn't it? You know, there's that sort of get that browny look in it.
I know what I mean. It's quite appealing as that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, so let's have a go on the nose.
Okay. But that's giving more off than the ones that we've tasted recently. It's not very powerful. It's not jumping out.
No, it's still not in your face. So for a Gran Reserva Rioja, I would expect that, but still, you can smell. You've got that it's almost like chocolatey. A hint of vanilla, and again, it's not over. I think that comes from the chocolate. It's not overly oaky or leathery, which is something. I mean, the leather's there, but it's just a hint, not like in your face with some of the,
Some of them really, especially ones that we've tasted in the cellar, in your cellar.
Yeah. In my cellar, thank you.
In your cellar.
Right, I'm gonna have a.
We're gonna go
I'm gonna have a taste, but I am quite intrigued by that. I'm getting quite a lot from that in that.
I just got vanilla then, for sure. A big waft of vanilla. That's the first time I've... It's funny, isn't it? You can just move the glass away and just rest your nose effectively, and then come back, and all of a sudden you get a different focus. Yeah.
Right, I'm going in for the taste.
Okay. Compared to the other 2 Riojas that we've tasted tonight, that are separate episodes, put a link in. This is much better.
Yeah, there's definitely up in the game here. There's a lot more about this. The flavour's there, the length's there, the smooth finish is there. It's got everything you'd want. Not getting a lot of fruit in there. I expected more fruit, but that's okay. That's all right. This is something we would say is a stereotypical Rioja. If you like Rioja, definitely worth a go. But I think I should just throw in here now, John. I'm sure you're more than well aware that this was £16. I know.
I am more than aware.
I know you've been more than well aware.
1,600 pennies.
Yes. So.
Yeah. So it is quite expensive. So if I think it's. I'm slightly sort of trying to move the bar back because I'm comparing it to 2 wines that we didn't think very much of. This is much better, but it is £16, and we have had some wines probably at the £8 mark that would probably £8-10 that would actually match this in my view in terms of quality.
No, I think you're spot on with that, John. It's a nice Rioja, nice Gran Reserva Rioja, but like you just said there, we have tasted some excellent wines. They're down £6, £8, £10. So to put this in the £16 bracket, that's not what everybody will pay. I mean, personally, unless I know, is it going to be good? £16 is quite a lot to pay for a bottle of wine, and I think we're also putting some onus on this. Whereas the 2 Riojas we tried earlier were not very, or we didn't rate them. Then to go to this and we're thinking, oh yeah, it's nice. but nice is just about as far as it goes. It doesn't come to outstanding. And for £16, you would need a wine to have some kind of style or be outstanding in some way or other, or something that you particularly really like. And I just don't think that has that for me.
No, I agree. I just it is a very nice wine, but at £16 for me, it just doesn't cut it. I mean, I very rarely spend that much money on.
I can assure you, he very rarely spends that much money
on a bottle of wine. So it is disappointing from that point of view. It's a nice wine, and again, I suppose maybe if you're not into the sort of intricacies of Rioja, you will like this. But again, it's £16. They keep coming back at £16.
Well, but it's an important point. It's not, it's £16, and this is. We drink it, but £16 you should be expecting something more than that. So the pairing. I'd probably go for an aged Gouda. Maybe Old Amsterdam, everybody knows it's 18 months old, but I'd probably go a little bit older and go for the 3-year-old Gouda, the Brockel. I think that would suit that nice. Taking a little bit of tannins that are away from there, not too overpowering, sweet again, so that I think that would match nicely.
And when you would have that with this wine, would you just have the cheese, little cubes of cheese with this, or would you have a little bit of bread with the cheese and this?
See, I just like the cheese, and I'm sure I said on many occasions, like when I'm having cheese and wine, depending on the cheese, of course, but if it's a harder cheese, I'd take it down to little kind of peanut-sized chunks and put those in a bowl, and then you've got your bottle or two, depending on how the evening's going to go, and like just nibbling those straight from there. Because I'm a bit of a purist, I want my cheese to taste like cheese. I'm not bothered about the bread or the crackers or chutney.
Okay. So in terms of food, again, this isn't an overtly powerful wine. It's a very nice tasting wine, but I fear that if you had a very strong beef stew, and especially if you had wine in that stew, that would overpower this wine. Yeah. So I think that maybe if you're having the possibility of just a plain cooked, thin sort of minute steak, then this would be okay. If you're going for chicken in a sauce, this would be okay. And probably pork. Would you say with pork?
Yeah, again, quite light.
Yeah.
So, you're going to need that.
Yeah, but I mean, those are all the things you wouldn't normally be expected to say about a Gran Reserva Rioja.
No,
you'd expect it to take on a lot of taste and compete against a lot of taste. So okay. Oh well.
Okay, let's go.
We'll have to keep searching. I mean, in your shop, I think that's the question. Would you, if this was a bottle, would you buy this in your shop?
No. I can name a few at £16, which I would say were special. You 3 aces, which I might bring. We'll do. I think we've done the tasting.
We have, yeah.
Yeah, let's go back and have a look at that. That is special. That is something I could say wholeheartedly. £16, you're not going to regret it. I couldn't say that about that.
And that 3 aces isn't actually from Rioja, is it? It's made from
just
the same grape,
just
north of, but just out of that.
Yeah, they can't call it they just can't call it Rioja, but exact same grape. So for all intents and purposes, it's a Rioja.
Yeah, just outside of the region. Just like sparkling wine out in France can be very similar to champagne, but they can't call it champagne because it's not in that designated area.
That's exactly spot on, John.
Exactly spot on. Okay, well that is really disappointing. This is, and I have to say, I am very acutely aware that we're going against the flow here because this is the UK's #1 Rioja. So what do we know? But all we know is our own taste. And our own taste says,
and give you our own opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. That's all we can do. Okay, well maybe we'll have some more positive news in the next Rioja. Well, you've drunk it though.
I know, I tend to do that, John.
Yeah, you do tend to do that. So until the next time, guys, we look forward to seeing you there. Chin chin!
Chin chin!